It's common sense. Guess it really is. Hi, friends. It's Adam, the crippled cannabis cowboy. Thanks for watching my video on that big wake up call. You might be by yourself. Hopefully, there's other people too that will understand this wake up call and not freak the fuck out. Welcome aboard to these strange times. Obviously, things are really strange. You can't even really speak on it. I don't want to say it's good to share a boat like this with anyone because, oh my goodness, this boat sucks. If you're in this boat and you're like going disabled like me, man, it's freaking lonely when you lose your ability to move right, see, talk right, fucking do anything, man, even think right. It drives you crazy. It's a special kind of hell. And oh man, I wish I'm with you. You're gonna be left behind a lot, but I just want you to know that someone like me, I share that deep, dark place. And it's good to be next to you. Spreading this kind of word, it's tricky, it's tough, because I'm in a certain situation to where I can have the wake up of common sense when it comes to stuff. It's a big world. It's a big rabbit hole. You gotta look into it. But the others around you, if that doesn't happen to them as well, or at least partially, you're on your own. Like me, your diet, what goes into your freaking mouth, how your environment is, those things are crazy important. I've been doing these like tests for myself. I want to test stress levels. I want to test diet. I wanted to test a lot of things. And I can only do that if I'm in one of two worlds. I can't just be in one world. I have to like experiment and be in both. I included the medical world in my own brain into this. That is a completely separate thing. Good luck with that shit. I don't know shit about nutrients. I'm not a nutrition. I remember somebody saying that to me and it's sticking with me because of who it came from. And that's freaking true, man. I did not know shit. I knew how to get muscles and that was it. And I sort of borrowed that from the prison system. So yeah, that shit ain't good, man. It's not how it works. But what goes in your mouth, it so freaking matters. It's hard to explain how much it matters. I live with like a lot of the old school mentality where it's kind of like that mentality of what is it? If you see no evil, you could speak no evil. That kind of out of sight, out of mind. That's the phrase I was looking for. And that is not true at all. Because on sight, even like, yeah, any site whatsoever, everything looks wonderful as far as the food we put into our mouth. And then when you look at the label, yeah, there ain't shit in there but nasty ass chemicals. I personally think that a lot of an accumulation of these things contributed to me being sick. I have stressed myself in other kinds of ways, but I'll get into that in a second. The nutrition thing. There's an app on your phone. I don't know shit about shit. I'm gonna remember it, but you can put it on a label of anything at a grocery store, and it'll give you it's kind of like a score out of 0 to 100. 100 being the best, 0 being near 0. You would not believe how much shit we put in our mouth. that, oh my goodness, it's like freaking 3. I looked up my favorite cereal. It was a 3. Oh man, I don't even know what to say. Have fun looking it up. It's a big rabbit hole, but I think it's important because as my brain goes back in time, all the problems that we're having now, they did not exist. You know, peanut. I remember when the peanut allergy started. Me growing up, peanuts was cool. You know, if you had some peanuts, the person next to you definitely wanted a peanut. Now you can't even bring them in the freaking room. Have them on your breath. People, the allergic reactions that happen, it's quite ridiculous. The only possible explanation for me is that accumulated over time, which has something to do with our diet. It's almost like this deliciousness is engineered. It's like severely engineered. Don't mind me, I'm a little mad about that. The stress now. The stress is a totally another topic. If you're heavy hearted, it's not a bad thing for a certain amount of time. I noticed from myself being heavy hearted for so long about certain things, man, that shit weighed on me really bad. You contribute that with a bad diet and super freaking heartaches and just a heavy heart. It's a recipe for disaster. I am experiencing disaster, and disaster is not cool. You cannot do shit about disaster. To be completely honest with you, this was something it took a lot of time to learn. It's very easy to just not pay attention to it and ignore it. But my tests are being in a stressful situation, having the worst eating habits ever, like eating the wrong stuff. It adds up so quick, it's ridiculous. Then being in the opposite for a little while, where everything's happy. I'm comparing this because I actually go somewhere where I love the vibes and everybody gives me great energy, that kind of stuff, and they eat good food. So that's actually they eat good food with slight changes, like the slightest of slight. Good food can be actually good food should be more delicious than any of this shit that's engineered. It's kind of crazy. So look into these things. Welcome to the rabbit hole. It's a freaking crazy ass rabbit hole. If you like this video and like what you saw, subscribe to my channel. Help me out a little bit, and shit, man, the best I can say is do the best you can.